Good morning. We are in the West MacDonnell Ranges this morning. I'm going to stop and look at some of the sights, and then we're going on the Red Loop Road, which we got a pass for yesterday at Alice Springs, to take us to Kings Canyon. There's a very useful map here of the West MacDonnell Ranges National Park, showing you all the various stops that you can do. And we are starting at Simpsons Gap. So here we are at Simpsons Gap, and this is the West MacDonnell Ranges. This is a 20-minute round walk. There's quite a lot of stops you can make along this route, and we're just going to be picking a few that have been recommended to us. Otherwise we'll never get to Kings Canyon. Standley Chasm, we have to enter this pin. Oh, 9999. So you have to pay here $12 each at the gift shop. Do I have to keep this? I guess so.
Yeah, a bit less.
Okay, so it's a 15-minute walk each way.
Plus photos, they'll fight. So.
And as he says, for my photos and diddling about. Well, this is a very pleasant walk in the shade. There's a creek bed going alongside us, and lots of trees. Very pleasant. Looks like a snake, that tree. Yeah, probably worth the $12. It's an easier walk than the one at the Bungle Bungles, but equally as beautiful. So, you can't get lost in Australia. We took a wrong turn somewhere. We're in the middle of flipping nowhere. We haven't seen anyone for
Days.
hours. Hours.
We saw those dodgy buggers back there.
Except for some rather dodgy looking characters. And we've just got to the Mereenie route, the Red Road. This is one of the ways you can take. We had to buy a pass for this yesterday when we were in Alice Springs, but honestly, we're not seeing anyone. We've been lost for hours. No phone signal, no nothing.
We're back on track.
We think we're back on track now. Anyway, we're not going to be stopping for anything on the way.
Well, apparently you're not allowed to stop on the road.
No, you're not allowed to stop on this road, but then it has a rest stop and a lookout. Don't figure it. The guy, the tourist said to us, you mustn't stop on the road, but if you have to stop, just stop. Very bizarre. Anyway, if we see anything interesting, we'll show you, but I think it's just a red dirt road in the middle of nowhere in central Australia, somewhere. Just found these wild horses. It's grazing on the side of the road. Kings Canyon coming up in front of us. So what a day that's been. We left Alice Springs this morning with the intention of going along, I have to read this, Namatjira Drive to see some sights along the way. So we got to Simpsons Gap and Standley Chasm, and then we took a wrong turn and went down the Larapinta Drive. We didn't realise we'd gone the wrong way until it was too late to really turn back. So we missed a few things. Then we went on the Red Road, which we had to get the pass for. I showed you some footage of that. It was an off-road track. It took us just under 2 hours to get here. And then we came to Kings Canyon. And we are now at Kings Canyon Station. A bit of an odd place, actually. And I'm a bit of a fan of stations after Bullera Station near Exmouth. But this one, they gave us a camp number. And well, we couldn't really work out where it was supposed to be, so we just sort of dumped the van here where we could get some shade. It's quite, it's nice. Oh, flies. There's lots of space and that, so it's quite nice.
Can you plug the gas in, please?
The only thing they tell us to watch out for is snakes and dingoes. And you have to shut the bathroom door all time so that the dingoes don't get in, don't leave any rubbish out. But we'll see if we see any dingoes tonight. I'm going to take you for a little walk around the station because it's got some camels as well down there. So while I'm walking down to the station to show you around, so the front of the station, so I can show you the camels and things, I don't think we've fully appreciated that when you get into like central Australia, it's kind of a dry state. Well, they call it a dry state, but tourists can buy alcohol. So you can buy them in your resort, but let's put this into context. I've been paying $7 a bottle of wine in Western Australia and Darwin. Here, $40 a bottle of wine. $40. And you can only buy one a day per person. Very odd. So, Blue likes to have a couple of beers in the evening. He's only got a couple left. Won't be able to buy any in South Australia. So it's a little stressed because we looked up the prices to buy them at the bottle shop in Ayers Rock Resort. And the cheapest is $48 for 6. And again, you can only buy 6. That'd last him for the 2 days. But what's that work out at? $7, £3.50 for a can. It's crazy. Madness. Anyway, so if you come in, you can buy alcohol in Alice Springs. There's some quite strict rules about it. Stricter than Derby and the other areas we went to. But bottle shops only open at certain times and they're closed on some days. But after you get past Alice Springs, you ain't buying alcohol until you get to Coober Pedy in South Australia. And if you are buying it, you are paying a lot of money. And when I say $40 for a bottle of wine, this is for what I'd normally pay $7 for. So we're not talking expensive wine. Anyhow, it's quite pleasant here. There's a camp over there. Look, there's a group of kids staying, they're all camped out. They must have just arrived. They weren't here an hour ago when we came. And so there's like several toilet blocks around. It's a pleasant station. It's just a little odd how they set things out. That's all. Just a little strange. Whereas Watarrka Station, like station just outside Exmouth, was a little strange, but in a quirky way. It was very cool. I'm not saying I don't like this one, just it's just different. And now one bonus of this one is they give you free laundry. So you can use the laundry facilities here for free. Of course, Blue is saying do the laundry. And I'm like, no, because I have to walk back down here in the dark when there's dingoes. And I'm not doing it. I won't get it dry in time. I mean, we'll have a quick look how long it takes. But I do not want to be walking around here in the dark. Where? To see that, a whole load of moths came flying out. Oh, we've got 3 books here. Oh, there's still more moths coming out. Where are they all coming from? There's cold water over, so it's probably about, usually, oh, it's a funny smell in there. That's just a load of moths. They usually take about 30 minutes, but you have to, oh, I've got to cover it. Obviously, to come back down and get it. We haven't got that much laundry. I did everything in Darwin, so you can wait. The other good thing about this campground is the view. If you look over there in the distance, you can see Kings Canyon, which is very beautiful. Now, where did those camels go? I saw them on the way in. We didn't see any wild camels today while we were driving through the Red Road. Did look out, although we did see the wild horses. We don't have much luck finding this wildlife. Beautiful evening here. People always stare at me because I walk around talking to my camera. That's because they expect young people to be doing it, not someone my age, I'm sure. Look, there's a lone donkey over here. Just on his own. Oh, looks like he's going in for the night. That's typical, isn't it? We walk up here and he goes in. Is that it? He just has this run. Okay, he has a little area there and then this runway here. It's not a lot of space for a poor donkey, is it? There he is. Having his dinner. Now at Kings Creek Station they do also have a shop, a little cafe, and another little shop that is the fuel station and reception. Got a gift shop here. It's not open. It's quite a cute building, isn't it? There's our donkey again. Here he comes. I wonder why he's on his own. So the camels were here as we drove in, but they're not here anymore. I don't know, maybe people have gone out doing a camel walk. Oh, there were one-humped camels. I don't see them very often. Yesterday we saw a field and there was 2 one-humped camels, 2 or 3, and 1 with no hump. And well, camels have disappeared, must be out walking. There you go. There is Kings Canyon just across the road. What spectacular scenery, isn't it? Okay, right, well, if I see the camels later, I'll show you. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. So our plan tomorrow is to visit Kings Canyon in the morning and then make our way to Uluru for Ayers Rock. Oh, it's the evening now, so it's not so warm. Quite pleasant. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.